Okay, everybody. I have something really cool to tell you about. If you haven't heard yet about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain here. It's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one single place. Now, the way that you can do this is you got to download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm, and then you can get started. It's really fun. We just switched over recently here at All Too Real 2, and I'm enjoying it so far. So be sure to check it out and let us know what you think. Okay, everybody. Welcome to the latest episode of the All Too Real 2 podcast. My name is Michael E. Collin II, and with me as always is...
My name is Matthew Haas. Oh, I messed up. Matthew Haas.
That's good. You know who you are.
With me, as always, is my name is Matthew Haas. That is my name. It starts with my name.
My name is...
So my
what?
name is
part.
What?
My name is
what?
Slim Shady.
Before we start, can I say something really quick?
Yeah, sure.
All right, it's unrelated to the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But for those who are in the Ohio, Northwest Ohio, Southeast Michigan region, there is a restaurant called Sidelines.
Yes.
And there's also a restaurant called Ralphie's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Both of them have great food. So no complaints there. But I would advise against ordering the meatball sub at Ralphie's or the chili at Sidelines.
Okay.
I mean, the chili, I guess, could be just a room for interpretation of whether or not you like that flavor. I did not, but I'm pretty sure that the meatball sub universally would be disliked by most people at Ralphie's. So just a heads up, if you guys like to go out to Ralphie's and or Sidelines, just, that's a little bit of a tip right there that you could use or not use. So,
and if you'd like to sponsor us, Ralphie's and or Sidelines, you can contact me at mike@cullenperk.com, and we'll advise people as to what to eat. What should they eat when they go to those places?
I like the Carolina Cuban.
Yes.
And that's not a person. That's like a sandwich. It's not like a Cuban person just shows up and
named Carolina.
Yeah. It's not like they just show up and start talking to you. It's not. It's a dish. It's a sandwich. Pretty good sandwich from Sidelines.
I used to know a girl named Carolina, and she was a dish, man.
Was she from Cuba?
No.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I never knew anybody named Carolina.
Okay.
I'm just making this up.
So that sandwich is good. They have good hamburgers, I'm guessing. I don't know. I never tried one. Good street tacos. Street tacos are really good at Sidelines. Ralphie's chicken tenders is always good. They got a peanut butter and bacon burger, which I know sounds kind of weird, but the flavors actually go well together. So
I will tell you this: I've had the chicken chunks at Ralphie's.
Yeah,
very tasty.
Yes,
very tasty. I've also had the pizza at Sidelines.
Really,
surprisingly, really good.
Okay,
yes.
I was always nervous of whether or not to order that, but
yeah, I had it once. It was good.
Cool.
I've only been to Sidelines once.
Okay, well,
that's
there
what
you
I had. So, anyways, back to the movie that we covered this week.
That's right.
This week we covered another direct-to-video sequel.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, we do that a lot.
that's what we do.
Yeah. We do what we do. Anyways, this time we covered the 2009 film Road Trip Beer Pong, the sequel to the 2000 film Road Trip.
With starring Tom Green and
Anthony Rapp and Breckin Meyer and Sean William Scott.
and that other guy that's been in a few things, but
And then DJ Wales.
Is that who it is?
That's who is in this one and that one, actually. So.
no, there's another
Oh, I
guy.
know there's another guy. I can't remember his name.
Either do I.
No.
He was like the smart, intellectual,
Yeah.
brooding guy who's like, afraid of like the world collapse and
Yeah.
all that whole thing, but whatever.
Yeah.
He's not there. He died. No, he didn't, but
So this movie was directed by Steve Rash, who also directed American Pie Band Camp, Can't Buy Me Love, and the Buddy Holly story.
this is such a weird resume. Like, Can't Buy Me Love. Okay, that's from like the 80s.
Yeah, but I can
Great
see,
movie.
I can see the genetic connection between Road Trip, Beer Pong, American Pie,
Yeah.
and even Can't Buy Me Love.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, because Can't Buy Me Love is it's a teen romance movie like those other two kind of are. I mean, they're the other ones are kind of more raunchy, but they're also newer films. But I guess to a point, Buddy Holly's I don't know, it's weird. A movie that, Gary Busey got nominated for an Academy
That's
Award
right.
for.
Forgot. That
Yeah.
one was just probably a wild card then.
Yeah, it was
that
like his first movie or
okay,
something.
well,
Yeah,
that's
so,
pretty
yeah.
sweet.
So anyways, this was based on, like I said, the first movie that was written by Brad Riddle and Todd Phillips, the motion picture Road Trip. And this one was written by... Oh, wait, no, the first movie was written by Todd Phillips and Scott Armstrong. This one was written by Brad Riddle. So, I just gotta give credit where credit is due.
You do.
And, Brad Riddle has written American Pie Band Camp.
It's a teamwork here.
Yeah. He wrote, Slapshot 3, the Junior League, which we may cover in a future episode. Some other, movies. He's got a movie in post-production right now called Latter Days. I wonder if it has anything to do with, Mormons.
Could be, or it could be like an end times, movie too.
Yeah. It's like I don't know, yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with Mormons.
Oh,
Okay. That'd have been a clever name if it did.
Yeah, it would have been. That would be good.
So that's what my next movie is going to be called, is Latter Days, and it's going to be about a group of Mormons who go on a road trip. It's going to be called Road Trip Latter Days.
And they go, and then they do a ladder climbing competition instead of a beer pong competition. It's a ladder climbing competition. I don't know. And
Yeah. Well, I was saying latter.
yeah, I know.
Oh, okay, so you're just being punny.
Oh yeah, being punny. No,
Oh, okay.
I understand. I understand the difference between the D's and the T's when it comes to ladder.
The D's and the T's.
Yep, that sounded really weird.
Sounds dirty. Anyways, so like I said, this movie brings back DJ Quayles as Kyle from the first movie.
What a lovely name.
What, DJ Quayles?
Kyle.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle.
Everyone named Kyle is an awesome person. Everyone. Amazing people.
I like Kyle MacLachlan. He's a good actor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make fun of people named Kyle. That's a new thing going on lately.
Kyle Chandler. He's good too.
Well, I don't know who it is.
Yeah, so, but most people I know personally named Kyle are named Kyle. Anyways,
There's Kyle from South Park.
yeah.
He's like the conscience of the group.
So he's a good Kyle.
he is, yeah.
All the other Kyles drink Monster Energy drinks and are assholes, but that's okay. So the movie Also, there's a return of Rhonda Griffiths as a tour group mom, who was actually in the first movie. The tour guide in the first movie was Tom Green. This time it's DJ Quayles, telling the story of their friends that they weren't participating in.
Right.
Which is just weird to me. That one of the person telling the story didn't actually participate in the story, really.
Right. What is that all about?
I don't know. It was the same thing in the first movie, really. I mean,
so how does he? They just tell him the story, and then
and then he just relaying it. So this is like a telephone game, basically.
In the first movie, though, he was actually there.
Well, this one,
journey, right?
No, he wasn't. He didn't go on the trip with them.
In the first one?
No, he stayed back because he had to watch their snake and stuff like that.
No, not Tom Green, the other guy.
Oh, DJ Quayles did, yeah, but
because remember he ended
but in
up
the first movie, the story was told by
Tom Green.
Tom Green, okay. and he didn't participate in the story.
That's right. Okay,
yeah,
right.
DJ Quayles did, yeah, Kyle did, but this time Kyle's now an RA and he's telling the story, and he's been at that school for like 9 years, presumably, because this movie came out 9 years after the first one.
He's getting his PhD.
Yeah.
So.
In dancing or something. I don't know what the hell.
I don't know.
Yeah. Urban dancing or something, he said.
So, like, this mom apparently, like, is, you know...
She's got the hots for young guys.
Not to, like, you know, be crude, but she apparently wants to go on the bang train because that's what she did in the first movie. Mm-hmm. And she's really flirting really, really, really hard, with
Quayles, yeah,
and
with Kyle,
and for some reason he's not interested in her, which I'm not sure why, but whatever. And then so that's they got that bit, you know, here in the movie,
and we've got Preston Jones as Andy. He's our protagonist of the film, or if you want to call it that. Starts out the movie singing naked on his bed in the buff.
Yeah.
It's the name of the song that he's singing as a gift to his girlfriend. It's like a 5-year anniversary gift or something. Yeah.
5 years doesn't
make
like
sense.
That long.
I don't think, yeah.
Well, at that age it does.
Yeah.
Well,
but 5 years is...
For me, 5 years is nothing, but
yeah.
For when you're 22...
When you're in a relationship, I think years go by a lot slower.
All right.
Yeah. Trust me.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Depends on the relationship. Maybe when you're going through it, it seems okay, but then when it ends, you're just like, man, I just wasted 5 years of my fucking life. Anyways, I'm not bitter.
No.
See,
sometimes I kind of like feel bad, like, oh, I'm single all the time, but then at the same time, I'm like, but I get to watch whatever I want to watch when I want to watch it. I get to eat what I want to eat when I.
You don't have one of those nights where you're like, what do you want to eat?
I don't know.
What do you want to eat?
Well, why don't you come up with a suggestion?
Yeah.
And then, of course, not to be stereotypical, but it's always you have to pick out the one that she knows that you. It's like a game almost.
Yeah. It's
like, oh, how about we go to this place? I know that's the one that you really want to go to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm kind of copying off Key and Peele here, but
it's true. I mean, the whole time she's thinking, I really want to go to Red Lobster, but you know, I'm waiting for you to say it.
Right.
No. Or wherever. That was the first restaurant that popped in my head. Maybe I really want to go to Sidelines or Ralphie's, but I really am waiting for you to say it.
Good plug.
Yeah.
Now we can do it one more time for the Rule of 3 later on.
Yes.
So we got, not to be stereotypical, but I did see a funny meme though.
Yeah.
That kind of, and a woman actually made this meme and she was saying like, the thing you have to understand though is this, it's not that, you know, we're indecisive. It's that it's hard to explain that, you know, I want French fries from Red Robin, but I want pizza from this place. So it's basically like, you know, like specific foods from like 15 different restaurants. So it's hard to like, you know, pin down like, I definitely want to go to Olive Garden, or I definitely want to go to, you know, like, come on, help me out. I can't think of restaurants. What the hell?
Lobster.
Red Lobster. There you go. So it's like, I want the biscuits from Red Lobster. I want the spaghetti meatballs from Olive Garden and or breadsticks. And I want the,
just go places and get bread and biscuits.
Yeah. Or I want French fries from Big Boy. So it's like, how do you explain that?
Yeah.
In one, place. So I understood the logic a little bit at this scene. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know.
That's why you get something like DoorDash and have them deliver them all to you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And then.
Piss off the DoorDash driver.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
I want
God.
this from here and this from here and that's from here. No.
Just keep coming back to the same place. Like, God damn it. Did I just come here like a half hour ago?
I really wanted a burger from this place, but the fries from this place, and
Oh boy.
So, anyways, back to the movie. So yeah, Peter, like I said, Preston Jones, not Peter Jones, who, starred as Andy. He has been on True Blood and, Sing It, whatever that is, and, some other crap. Anyways, a bunch of movie guest stars and, TV guest stars shit. So, yeah. Anyways, he's our protagonist. So, what happens here in the story, Matt? I'll let you kind of cover that a little bit here.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I hope I can remember. But, so let me begin by saying that he recorded a song called In the Buff.
Yes.
And I had no idea what that meant. I thought he was saying I thought he was trying to say in the bath, but like trying to sound like he was British. Like, I'm in the bath, like, like, or whatever. Like, I'm drinking champagne and I'm, sophisticated. I don't know, British people, whatever. I'm not British, but I doubt that they drink champagne in the tub except for like the rich people or whatever. But, whatever. So I thought he was saying like in the bath. I'm like, okay. So I thought at first I was expecting him to be in a bathtub. When the camera shot up, I'm like, oh no, he's just sitting on his bed. So I'm like, does he have a water bed or is there some kind of water? I don't know. And then his roommate showed up and his roommate is like, of course, like the stereotypical, like, no homo guy, at college, like, oh dude, you're naked.
So here's what I think happened that created, his roommate Corkin.
Okay.
Okay. No offense to Michael Trotter, the actor who plays him. But he reminds me of, okay, you know the movie Dude, Where's My Car?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you take Ashton Kutcher from that movie and Sean William Scott from that movie and you genetically fuse the two of them into one person.
So they're like,
and you take Sean William Scott's character from the original Road Trip and fuse him in there too.
whoa.
So it's like double Sean William Scott plus a little bit of Stifler from the American Pie movies too. So you're taking Sean William Scott's like characteristics and then you're taking Ashton Kutcher's looks and squishing down his face a little bit because he just reminded me of Ashton Kutcher in the way he looked. So, but with a squishier face.
Yeah. Well, all that squishing, all that genetic modifying probably.
Yeah. I think they basically just took Ashton Kutcher for a day and, genetically took some of his DNA to make the body of the person. And then they took some DNA from Sean William Scott to create the personality of the person.
That's a hell of a lot of science for a 2009 direct-to-video sequel of Road Trip.
That's where all the budget went, man. I don't know how much money the movie cost, but I'm pretty sure most of it went into that and to pay DJ Quails. That's all I'm saying.
Everyone else worked for free, basically.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that's how I would have the movie.
Yeah. So that happened.
Yeah.
So the semi-clone of Sean William Scott and Ashton Kutcher showed up and was, doing the whole like, oh dude, you don't have any testicles, man, because you're not fucking 15 different college girls when you've got a girlfriend. This is the time of your life where you're supposed to experiment, man. Don't be in a committed relationship, man. Fuck everything that moves, man. That whole thing. He didn't say those words, but it's pretty much what he was saying throughout the whole movie. And he didn't have that.
Man.
He didn't have that tone either. That tone was more of the. By the way, so there's another guy in this movie who plays like a stoner, stereotypical pothead guy. Yeah. Same fucking actor as the dude from what was that movie?
Van Wilder freshman year.
Yes, in that movie he plays a white guy
who acts Jamaican.
Who has a Jamaican stereotypical Jamaican accent.
Yeah.
And he claimed he was actually from Jamaica, so I don't know if he's a white Jamaican or if he's just saying that. Who knows?
The actor's name is Nestor Aaron Absera.
Okay.
Absera. However you pronounce that.
All right.
Okay.
So he's in this movie, and he plays a pothead or a stereotypical pothead in this
Again,
movie too.
yeah.
Again, so he's one of the roommates or at least one of the friends that hang out. And he, just like in the first movie, he makes his anniversary gift and he mails it to his girlfriend. Sorry, but no. So the first movie was different because in the first movie, he had sex with someone else, and that tape accidentally got mailed.
Sent to her. Yeah.
So then the road trip was trying to retrieve that tape before she got to it. Gotcha. Okay. But in this movie, it's different. He actually sends the tape that he recorded or CD or whatever.
And he was actually with good intentions recording it for his girlfriend.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything nefarious here on this aspect, but yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. So yeah. Anyways, there's a beer pong thing going on in the movie called Beer Pong.
Yes, I mean, we'd be remiss not to mention beer pong because that's kind of one of the main plots of the movie.
Yeah, Corkin and Andy are on a, not Corkin, Jake, who is the stoner dude. Jake and Andy are on a beer pong team together, the two of them. And their manager is Corkin.
That's right.
Or their hype man, or whatever you want to call him, you know. Yeah. So they have like a regional little thing at the campus at a bar where people show their titties. Women.
That's right. So what how did that happen? You rang a bell or something? I forgot what.
Oh, you put money in this jar and then they had to flash.
I'm pretty sure like you said, I'm pretty sure that's not
illegal.
legal.
Yeah. I mean, unless it's a topless bar, maybe, I guess, I don't know. But anyways, but this was after he sends out his video of him singing in the buff. He was in the buff singing in the buff.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend shows up on campus, surprisingly, before this happens, and decides that she's transferring and moving there with him. So
right. Didn't even tell him.
No.
What kind of selfish person just decides to move to the city of the person that you're in a relationship with without even telling them? I mean, such a breach of privacy, right? Well, that's the way they took it.
I know.
Like, all of his friends were like, oh, how dare she? Like, just shows up. I'm like, she's his fucking girlfriend?
Yeah, I mean, it's
like,
kind of a cool surprise, I guess.
Isn't it kind of weird to expect her not to live in the same city of
and by the way,
person in a relationship? Okay.
His girlfriend was played by Juliana Guile. Guile.
E? I think that's Guile.
No, it's not. No E. It's like Guill. Gil. I don't know how you pronounce that, but anyways, she. By the way, she's very attractive. Hot as heck. Just need to point that out for future plot points.
Yeah, he's not being objectifying. There's a reason.
Yeah.
For this comment.
So, yeah. Anyways, everybody goes to the bar, including her, to play this beer pong game. And what happens then, Matt?
They win.
Yes, they do.
I mean, the game's pretty fun. There's lots of rules, surprisingly, for beer pong, at least according to this movie's mythology. There's lots of things that you can't do. You have to, like, for example, I guess if you throw the ball and it lands in someone else's cup on the other team who's distracted, then you automatically win the game. I don't know how that works.
I don't know either.
But so like they like asked like the waitress like can you send a drink to this guy over there, and so she's like touching his arm and stuff like that, and he's distracted, and then puts the ball in there, and then they win the game because of that weird ploy.
Yeah, I don't know. I've played beer pong once. I don't drink.
Yeah, so
my friend drank all the drinks for me.
Oh boy.
Yeah, my partner on my team. So yeah.
So every time he lost, he had a drink, and every time, oh man.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He didn't care. He was trying to get drunk anyway.
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah. Yeah.
So I forgot that scene.
Yeah, but anyways, that doesn't matter. They win. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
They win, so then they're going off to the national championships or something.
Right. Oh, that's right. Okay, so
Yeah.
right after, she's kind of like at first like feels kind of nervous about like being here, like, oh, my boyfriend, is he like, up to no good type of thing, because the bar where all the women are flashing their boobs and stuff like that. So, but she kind of slowly comes around towards like the end of the evening, and then she leaves, I think, and then they see a cardboard cutout of this young woman who is like, I guess, like a model for like beer pong stuff or something. I don't know. And it turns out that the dude, the main character guy, the guy who's saying in the buff, that was actually like his first girlfriend, like before he met Katie.
Yeah.
Like a French woman.
Yeah, it was like a summer fling sort of thing.
Like they were at summer camp for something, right?
And then,
yeah,
they were about to have sex in a hayloft.
Well, it was a layloft in a sense, but it was going to be.
I don't know what a layhoft is.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Anyways, a hayloft, and they're rolling around, and the girl falls down and breaks her foot or something.
A snake was in there.
Oh, a snake was in there. That's what happened.
One of those really dangerous red ones with the red streaks. Not the Flash, not the red streak, but I don't know, some kind of bad snake.
And this was a character named Jenna, played by Julia Levy-Boken.
Cool.
Yeah, and she's French. I don't know if the actress is though, but the character is French. I don't know why that matters, but
she's
she's
part
actually
of the
French
plot.
too. She was born in Paris, France.
Okay.
So yeah, she actually is French. I couldn't tell if that was a real accent or not. So yeah. Anyways, they decide that they're going to go off and try to catch up with her because the guys are like, "Oh, she's hot," blah blah blah.
Like you gotta take this shot, man. Just go, and then if you can't go through with it, then you know that Katie's the one, man. Such a weird advice. Like, I don't...
Yeah.
Like, it's like, alright, so you're gonna intentionally push yourself to the edge and to see if you'll jump. And then if you don't, then that proves your undying fealty to your girlfriend. I don't know. It
doesn't make sense to me.
It's really, really strange.
And again, his girlfriend is very attractive and nice, too. So.
Yeah, that's the other thing. She's actually like, well, Jenna was nice too, but.
Well, no, I know, but I'm just saying that it's like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's like, I'm not saying that you should, always love the one you're with or anything, but I'm just saying that you need to, I don't know, be loyal people.
Yeah, loyalty is a pretty good thing, but
then again, there wouldn't be a plot for this movie if that was the case. So
that's the thing. This movie requires tension and just lots of weird things. All right, so so we got the French thing, the French connection. Ooh, I like that. We got the French connection going on, and then he calls her up, and then he's like, "Oh, do you remember me?" And she's like, "Oh, of course, I love my little Andrew." That's not a French accent, but whatever. I can't do it.
Oui.
I can't do it. And then I missed you, and please come see me. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do the voice, but please come see me. And then we're gonna be in like Nashville or whatever. So then they're like, no, Illinois is what.
Illinois. Illinois.
Illinois. They're like, what the hell? And the stoner guy's like, what the hell is Illinois or whatever?
Yeah.
So then the stoner guy who played a white Jamaican in the last movie we saw, or one of the last movies we saw.
The character of Jake.
Yeah, Jake, depending on when this is released. But,
yeah.
He knows like this dude who is the son of a dictator of a fictional,
country.
East Asian country.
Yeah.
Near India. It's like an island country. It's like, I forgot the name of it. Tandoor.
Yeah.
Tandoori.
Something like that.
Which, tandoori is like a chicken dish, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're trying to be clever by being racist. I don't know.
Could be.
And then, so then this, despot's son is played by none other than Danny Pudi from Community.
Yes.
Who played Abed.
Mm-hmm.
He was also had a bit role in one of the, Avenger movies, I think. No.
Oh, he appeared in,
The Civil War?
No, in Winter Soldier.
That's right, Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Anyways, directed by the Russo brothers, who directed several episodes of Community. Anyways, Yeah, he plays a stereotypical. He does it in like a stereotypical Indian accent and stuff. I mean, I just don't know. I mean, it was kind of touchy there.
It was pretty racist.
He was funny, but still it was racist.
And again, this is 2009.
Yeah.
This could have actually even been before Community even started.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, maybe I gotta take any work I can type of thing.
I think he made this movie right before he got Community.
Okay. Or maybe he was playing up the racism as like a form of satire, but then again, the kind of people usually who watch these movies are not usually that big on satire. Sorry, it's kind of stereotypical, but it's usually not guys like us watching it to report on it or critique it. It's usually, like, they always watch ladies lift up their shirts and show their boobs and we're gonna smoke weed.
Yeah, I mean, the audience is a college-aged, crowd.
Sorry, I'm being such a jerk here.
I mean, it is what it is, It's not like, I mean, it's not really, it's hurting some things, but it's not completely. I think it looks like he did this, like, right before Community and after he did the TV show Greek.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a regular on that, I guess, too, so yeah. Anyways, yeah, so I was just curious when he did it. But yeah, do you want to take a break and get back down to the rest of the plot here after that? Because, we're about a half hour in here, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
What is Gen X? What is the silent generation? What do generations have in common? Hi, I'm Trish the Dish from the Gen X Voice podcast, and I invite you to listen to conversations I have with folks from different generations, backgrounds, beliefs, and experiences in an attempt to see what connects rather than divides us. Even though Gen X has been called slackers, Karens, or not mentioned at all in some cases, we are the bridge generation, so I feel compelled to do my part to destroy ageism by bringing all these voices together. And, as a bonus, each guest gets to answer some 80s questions at the end of each show. So download and listen to Gen X Voice today on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, or wherever you listen to podcasts. And let's see how much we have in common after all.
And we are
back. Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to do it with me.
I know. I just wanted to see what you would do if I didn't. I'm just trying to be funny.
Trick me.
I'm sorry.
You're the trickster.
Yes, I am. I'm Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Anyways,
he plays such a great trickster.
Yes. So, what happens next? Okay, they get with this guy, Danny Pudi's character, named, what's his name? Arash.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, like Arash.
I think Arash is a real name, though.
Yeah, it is, but I just think it's funny that it's almost like Arash.
They probably did it on purpose.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Anyways, he, while they're there, trying to convince him to sponsor their trip, what happens, Matt?
I.e. sponsor, pay for the trip, but he offers to come with them, and they're like, no, we want to keep a low profile. It's like, okay, so you're asking for this guy to pony up a bunch of money for you to travel.
And you don't want him to go with
you. You don't even want him to go with you, and you're going to use, racism as your excuse. Like, well, we don't want to be noticed too much, fucking pigs.
Well, I think I don't know if it was racism. I think it was more about the fact that he might be a well-known person because he's the prince of,
that's right.
Yeah.
That could be it too.
Yeah.
So, so he's insulted by that comment. And so he's like, well, I'm just going to take your hashish. The other guy said he brought weed. So I don't know if that's just a translation issue or what, but, because there's differences, but, so he's like, well, I'm going to take your hashish, for waste, for the time or whatever. And then they're like, all right, you can come with us. And then all of a sudden, the CIA busts through all of the windows and, essentially kidnaps all of them. The Jake ends up swallowing his whole bag of weed so that he won't get in trouble. Again, this is 2009 before marijuana was legal in almost every state of the country. God, that's another messed up thing right there. If you think about it. in 10 years,
Well,
how much things have changed. Like,
recreational isn't really that legal everywhere. It's only in certain states.
No,
So,
but it's
yeah,
still
I'm just
a
saying
lot.
the amount that he had would not be legal.
oh no, he had a lot. And
In most states. I mean, it might be in California or Colorado or something, but I don't know where Ithaca's in New York.
It's
Isn't
in
it?
New York.
Yeah, so I don't think it is legal in New York. I'm not sure.
No, it is now.
Is it now?
Well, I think they decriminalized it.
Yeah.
It's a different.
Yeah.
It's like a weird gray area between legal and illegal. It's
So if your weed's gray, you're okay?
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
I like that. If your weed's gray, you're okay. I like that. That's a good line right there for like a dispensary.
Yes.
It's a dispensary for like old elderly people.
Mm-hmm.
If your weed is gray, you're okay. You get a discount if you're elderly,
Mm-hmm.
and you get to buy your medical marijuana. It's usually baked in like sugar-free sponge cakes and those type of foods that old people eat. I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
We should open this up, Matt.
We should open up a dispensary called "If Your Weed's Gray, You're Okay."
Or
But
if
why would-
or we can just call it if you're
if
gray,
you're gray, yeah,
we're okay.
we're okay. Or you're okay. Okay.
If you're gray, we're okay. So then we just make weed stuff just for old people.
Yeah, that's
Or-
actually a really good idea.
Or we could just call the business that and just make stuff for old people in general. It doesn't have
Okay.
to be weed related even.
But weed should be part of it though.
Yeah, sure. We'll have that in there too. But we'll also have like cool walkers and
Yes.
canes and
Hats.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those things that help you sit down in the shower and stuff, and so you can take a shower. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have stuff like that.
Okay. We should write that down. Make sure
Yeah.
we gotta raise some capital for it.
But we're talking about it on a podcast that anybody can listen
God
to.
damn it.
And,
Fuck you.
We're
All
giving
right.
away our ideas here, Matt.
Don't steal it, or we're gonna sue you.
Yes.
We'll just ask Arash to sponsor
Yeah.
us, give us the money.
He's a fictional character.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Maybe
they
we'll
get-
ask Danny Pudi to sponsor us.
He's probably got the money for it, but I don't know, maybe not. I'm not sure how much they made for Community, but
Yeah.
anyway, they get arrested. The CIA people are torturing people in really weird ways. They're quote unquote waterboarding Arash, but they're not. They're just like lifting up the.
Well, I don't think
board
they
and-
show the part where he actually gets waterboarded. I think they just show
I
him
thought
on the board.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I was wondering what the hell they were doing. They just kept like balancing him like a teeter tot or whatever teeter tot. I don't know what the word is. And they're playing techno music to the one guy.
To Jake.
That's right.
When he's like completely stoned and listening to techno music and
And-
he's
And like the guy is like dancing, like shaking his butt to the techno music too.
Yeah.
The guy who's torturing him. Then the other guy got his dick hole. Sorry to be mean. Or
Yeah,
sorry
that's
to be
what he
crude,
said.
But his
yeah.
penis hole stretched out for some reason.
Yeah.
That's really fucking brutal and terrible. And I forgot what happened to the other guy. Whatever happened to him, he got tortured somehow. But I
Yeah.
don't remember. Don't care. It's stupid. And it was a dumb scene.
And they're all left out, and they're in Bethesda, Maryland, or something.
Yeah, because I think was it Jake? I forgot which one had a funny line. Like, if fucking CIA, why can't they just drop us off where they picked us up?
Yeah. And so they get dropped off there, and then they end up stealing a taxi van from these taxi drivers wherever they got dropped off. And they pick up a hitchhiker, or actually just a girl walking down the street. They offer her a ride, and she has a gun. She says that she's going to go help them. She's going to buy some stuff at a convenience store for them because she said she's hungry. She ends up robbing the place with the gun, and then steals their van. And this was all after. Oh wait, before that they went to. Was that before that they went to the? Yeah, before that they went to the. They went to a strip club. Because Arash had to pee, and they were going to just go in there and pee, and he was going to pee, but then they ended up having to partake of the thing. There was an old woman dancing on stage. The whole place was run by a family, supposedly.
Yeah, that was weird.
And then the three of the guys get a lap dance, and Arash pees on the girl.
Yeah,
when she's giving the lap
that's
dance.
Weird.
Yeah, that's just a strange thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie's good, Matt.
Yeah. Okay. Then he's in the back sleeping or something in the car afterwards.
Yeah, and then that's when they pick up because he peed his pants. His pants are hanging on the side of the car drying, and he is wearing some pajamas that were in a bag that they stole when they were stealing the van.
Right.
And they were like pajama bottoms with pink pajama bottoms with squirrels on them or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what kind of got me though was when she robs the convenience store. So it's like she's like, "Oh, just take a basket and just get whatever you want, and I'll get it." And it's like, then she gets up there and it's like, "Oh, we'll take this." And then she pulls out her gun and goes, "And we'll take everything to cash register." Well, why couldn't she just done that in the first place? Seems like a weird ruse to get everyone to grab a basket to put items into it just to do that thing. And then
I think she wanted to make them all accessories to the crime.
I guess. And then she leaves them behind too, so she steals the van on her own and runs off.
That was mainly because the guy behind the counter had a shotgun. So
yeah, but she told them to get down though too. She's like, "You better get down yourself." Guys.
Yeah, well, I think she was telling them because she didn't want them. I think she was basically saying, "You're going to get shot if you don't get down." I don't think she was trying to, she did screw them, but not, I don't know. But anyways, after that happened, then they run out into the woods. They're on the side of the road, and they decide to start praying for something good to happen. And then a big van pulls up, or a bus. I mean, a big school bus or whatever, or small school bus or whatever I should say. And then full of girls who happen to belong to some kind of religious cult that believes in, that preaches chastity before marriage.
Yeah, because you could sort of read the shirt a little bit.
Yeah.
It said like chastity or chaste before marriage. I called that too. I'm like, I bet you it's probably some, religious thing.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Because you got to have that element too. Well, they already had the element in the last, the Van Wilder thing with the whole.
Oh yeah,
the
they
whole
did that
moral
same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
same actor in it. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that happened. They got picked up in there, and then Corkin is like immediately drawn to the main girl of the group. So yeah, and has this goal where he wants to basically have sex with her.
It's like some form of conquest or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the religious one. Yeah, type of thing.
But yeah, anyways, at one point, Arash is driving, calls this kind of like OnStar type, thing, and he ends up basically having phone sex with the operator, who also happens to be from his home country.
That was a very weird scene.
Yeah.
I did not like it.
Me either. And then while this was happening, they hit a wild boar on the side of the road.
Well, because he was fucking orgasming.
Yeah.
An orgasm.
Yeah, but I just think it's weird that there was a wild boar randomly on the side of the road.
It was just laying there already. It was like already dead, I think, the way it looked like.
No, it was standing there.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, they showed it standing there for a
okay,
second. Yeah, and and then he hit it, and basically, and it got stuck underneath the bus. So then they end up stopping off at Andy's girlfriend's parents' house. Right. Or mom's house, I should say.
Oh, before that though.
Yeah.
So as is usual for these type of movies, there was sexual assault occurring on the bus.
Oh yeah.
The girl is sleeping, or the young woman rather is sleeping.
Yeah,
on his lap, probably unintentionally. And then he decides, oh, I should take her bra off right now while she's sleeping, which is a form of sexual assault. But whatever. And
yes, it is.
Because I don't think you can consent if you're sleeping and unconscious.
Was that Lydia?
I think
No, Lydia was the girl in the tour group, I think. I'm trying to find what that character's name was that the girl was. Was that Carrie? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Anyways, I'll have to look it up.
I don't remember anyone's names in this movie except for like Katie and
Andy
and Jake and the other dude.
The other dude?
I can't remember his name already. Jenna. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I think I found it. Her name was Sarah.
Oh yeah.
And she was played by Leandra Terrazano.
Cool.
I think I said that right, actually. Anyways, yeah, so, she was in this movie.
Cool.
Yeah, but he was trying to take her bra off while she was sleeping.
Yeah.
Sexual assault.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that was all happening while the whole phone sex thing was happening with
Yeah.
Arash. So they kept cutting back and forth between the two things as that was happening.
Yeah, so Arash came, and then he hit the boar, and then they fell asleep, and then they woke up, and they were at the farmhouse. Well, not farmhouse, but just at the house.
Yeah, it was a farmhouse.
Okay,
yeah, it was a farmhouse for that Andy's girlfriend Katie's mom lived at.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then weird shit happened there.
More weird shit. So, like, Andy obviously is kind of pissed at whatever his guy's name is.
Corkin.
About, like, basically, like, what are you trying to get me in trouble type of thing. But Arash has this really weird moment with Katie's mom where she's like, I can be your mom after, like, knowing each other for, like, 20 minutes. And
yeah, because he never knew his mom.
And then, like,
for reasons that were weird, like, so he and his mom never conspired to take over the kingdom from his father.
Right. It's
Yeah.
like, what? So then she's like, well, I could be your mom now. And they hug it out, and he keeps calling his dad an asshole and the hole of the ass and stuff like that. Very, very strange.
So then after that, after they leave we can skip all of it.
Yeah.
It was nothing really important
Not
there
really.
besides that. They all leave the farm. They end up, where did they end up in, was it in Nashville or did they end up in Atlanta?
I don't remember now.
I can't remember if they ever went to any. Oh no, they didn't. They go to Nashville, and they run into the model. What was her name?
Jenna.
Jenna. Yeah, they run into Jenna. Andy tries to have sex with her, can't go through with it, but that was after he actually performs on stage in the Buff. He performs that song because the song became popular because Corkin accidentally uploaded that video to YouTube. And so everybody in the world saw it, I guess. He had a one-hit wonder because of that. And so he gets up on stage with this band that's there and he performs the song. And then Jenna kisses him afterwards. That whole thing gets captured on video, and Katie sees that on YouTube. And is like, fuck you, dude. And then he goes and tries to have sex with Jenna, but he can't because he's still in love with Katie.
Yeah.
So, and earlier in the movie too, when there was this whole lug thing.
Oh, that's right, lug.
Yeah, the new roommate for Katie's character belongs to a group of what they call lugs. Lesbians until graduation.
But why until graduation? I don't understand.
Basically, I think it's so they can avoid any kind of relationships with men while they're in college, so they can focus on their studies, but they can still have sex with women.
No, I get that part, but
Yeah.
why after graduation? That means that they're not going to be
They're,
lesbians
I guess
anymore?
they're only lesbians while they're in college.
That
basically.
makes no sense.
I think it's playing up on the whole like thing where women experiment in college, some bullshit
I
where
guess.
they can't
But why not just be a lesbian after college, though, if you liked it so much in college?
Exactly.
It makes no sense. Whatever.
But this is 2009,
True.
I guess. So yeah.
It was probably written by some dude bro, too. Like, yeah, man.
It's probably his idea of being progressive.
You probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm being such a liberal right now. No, you're not, actually.
Yeah. So, so yeah, anyways, that was another just side thing that really doesn't apply to the plot too much, until the very end. Anyways, so he can't have sex with her and blah, blah, blah. And then they end up having the big tournament with some douchebag guy named Razor or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Razor.
Who has a haircut from like
Played by Daniel Newman.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the actor's name. Yeah. He's got a haircut that looks like, I don't know. Looks like I don't know.
Something.
It looks like some kind of red squirrel died on his head. Anyways, it was, but yeah, so they end up winning because Katie shows up. They kind of just decide that they're gonna be boyfriend and girlfriend on breaks and stuff. Or something.
That's weird.
But I think they end up probably getting together in the end.
Probably.
But, she ends up winning it for them because she distracts the dude, Razor, by kissing him. So then, her boyfriend can throw the ping pong ball into the beer cup that he's holding. And somehow that makes him win the beer pong tournament.
Those are the rules.
Yeah.
I guess.
Because at that point, his partner, Jake had passed out because he drank too much. Because he can't handle alcohol, but he can handle pot.
He smokes a lot of pot, but doesn't drink.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand because he had this weird hallucination that normally you would associate with like a hallucinogenic type of drug, like LSD or something.
Not with alcohol.
But I have heard though
Yeah.
of people actually having hallucinations though from drinking too much. So
Yeah.
technically I guess it could be possible, but I don't know. I don't really think they thought that far into it though. I'm kind of, I think, attaching my own somewhat smart interpretation into what they were actually going for, which is not at all what they were going for.
Yeah, makes sense.
Now I'm explaining that, which then is making it even more stupid because I'm explaining the bad joke.
But anyways, they win. Things are all hunky dory.
Or peachy dory, rather.
Peachy dory,
as our president would say.
Yeah.
Our very, very intelligent president. Very intelligent person.
He has the best words.
Yes.
Anyways, don't fall, Matt. The thing ends then with DJ Quayle's character. Basically he's hitting on the daughter of the sexy mom. And, she's like, where do I, sign up for that lug thing or whatever? Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
That's how it ends, basically.
And then he like turns his head like,
oh no.
I thought I was gonna get laid.
Yeah.
You know, type of thing. Like, you fucking idiot. Shut up.
And that's how they end
guess
the
what?
movie.
You had a chance to get, her mom was practically throwing herself at you.
Yeah.
Didn't want anything to do with it and she walked away. Guess what? That's, your fault. So
let's take another break here, Matt, and then we'll come back with some reviews for this movie.
Sure.
Yeah. We'll be right back.
It's the ninja from the Ask the Angry Ninja Show saying, come listen to the show. We got the ninja wife to give you your movie reviews. We got the conscript to give you the ninja news. And we got the battle to talk about your sports. And as always, it is the Ask the Angry Ninja Show. So ask me a question. We'll give you the ninja knowledge you need for your ninja life. Search for us anywhere you get your podcast from. Just search for the Ask the Angry Ninja Show and enjoy the show.
And we are
back.
This is okay. Anyways,
Could have been better.
Yeah. So, from IMDb, I've got some, little, reviews here for this film. There's not too many good reviews for this movie. I mean, I should say like great reviews. There's some 5 out of 10s and some 6 out of 10s. Let's read a 6 out of 10, okay?
Yeah.
This is from Kaio Shrine X2.
Oh, I know that guy.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Or girl.
It's a dude.
Oh, okay. They wrote this on July 27th of 2009. Better than expected. 6 out of 10. Going to the movie, going into the movie, not to the movie. I was going to say that you didn't go to the movies to see this because this was on video. I was expecting another horrible comedy similar to National Lampoon, to the stuff National Lampoon has released in recent history. The movie was would probably appeal to 13 to mid-20s crowd. It has its moments. Good for some laughs. It holds your interest because the acting for the most part is well done. DJ Quayles definitely helps telling the story. There's a few nudity scenes, nothing outrageous, though, mainly just a few breast shots here and there. The main characters are intriguing and play their roles well. So, if you're looking for a decent B comedy to watch with the woman/man, it's good for a few chuckles without making you want to blow your brains out.
Whoa, that was pretty weird at the end right there.
Yeah. Whoa, okay. Here's another 6 out of 10, okay? From Jack Pollins. This is from August 24th, 2009. Pretty funny, but it has a lot of room for improvement. Warning, spoilers. Road Trip Beer Pong is a comedy set 9 years after the original, and fantastic road trip. I don't know if you call it fantastic. Anyway, this time, Kyle, who went on the original road trip, is the tour guide telling the story. This time, the story is of Andy leaving his girlfriend, Katie, to find his hot French ex-girlfriend, Jenna. Along for the ride, Corkin, Jake, and Arash. The movie is pretty funny, but there's room for much, much, much improvement. For example, Andy spends half of the road trip talking to Katie on the phone. This is not so funny. Okay. That said, the film is filled with a ton of good old-fashioned raunchy jokes. And I seemed to be laughing a lot. It's a fun time, but not a flawless time. It's a very funny film that's nowhere near perfect. The character of Katie rubbed me the wrong way. She's always complaining about how Andy doesn't spend every second of the day with her. This is an extremely annoying flaw. That said, this is definitely worth a rental for a night of watching fun films, and it does not deserve most of the crap it's taking. Anyone who looks for a lot of great raunchy jokes in a film, then this is definitely worth checking out. And that's a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what else we can find here.
Can I just comment, though, on something?
Yeah, go ahead.
How he must have been one of the first people to use spoiler alert. Because that was 2009. It's pretty...
Well, no, it's he didn't actually say that. It says warning spoilers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the Internet Movie Database tags posts that have spoilers in it.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't him that did it.
So yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like any of the ones that have that. This one is a 2 out of 10. Okay. This is from Flash Callahan.
It's a cool name.
I know it is. I really like that. Sounds like I don't know, like sports reporter.
Right. This is Flash Callahan reporting on the Super Bowl 77 in the future because now I'm bringing in the Flash.
So the Tigers won today. I'm Flash Callahan. You know, I'm gonna just tell you how it is.
After, Barry Allen gets older, he's losing the speed. He decides he wants to become a sportscaster.
He just changes his name to Flash Callahan. Okay, so the headline of this one is Lugs? Question mark. The original road trip wasn't that good to begin with. It would have been a hell of a lot more of a success if it wasn't riding off the back of American Pie. That was 10 years ago, because this was written in 2010. Okay, that was 10 years ago. Since then, we have had numerous movies which are dedicated to high school shenanigans and featuring lots of raunchy, half-naked people. You would think that we could take no more of the virginal girlfriend, virginal girl who is really wild, typecast, non-American, handsome leads, hokey stoner drunk friends, model with European accent. That is a good point. They got a lot of these things that are very, it's not deja vu, my friend. You have seen this film a dozen times before with better scripts, set pieces, and narrative. I knew it was going to be bad when DJ Quayles had taken over Tom Green's duties in narrating the story. I'm going to argue in this point. DJ Quayles is a much better actor than Tom Green. Anyways, I'm not bitter. Anyways, Tom Green, duties in narrating the story. The story is below average, and at times it's really painful to watch. But if you like these sort of comedies, you will see it and then complain, like me.
That's kind of a bold statement, but okay.
2 out of 10 stars.
I mean, you're predicting what other people are going to say. Just
okay. Now, before we end here, Matt, would you recommend this movie to anyone?
Yeah, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like a movie to make fun of.
Yeah.
To watch, like Thanksgiving, all the holidays that they seem to be watching at these times. It's always around Thanksgiving or Christmas or New Year or Valentine's Day.
Yeah. So I would probably recommend it if you liked the first one. It's still not as good as the first one. The first one's not really that great to begin with, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Because I like Breckenmeyer and Tom Green, actually. But, DJ Quayles and Anthony Rapp. And I've met both Tom Green and Anthony Rapp.
Right. But not DJ Quayles.
No, I haven't.
DJ Quayles is in a show called The Man in the High Castle. He's really good in that show.
See, he's a good dramatic actor, too.
Is,
so, yeah. So that's why I'm saying he's a lot better actor than Tom Green. So saying anything bad about him, you better watch your back.
That's right.
Or I'm going to send DJ Quayles after you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my word of advice for today. Don't know why I'm talking like this. Anyways. Anything else, Matt, before we go?
No.
Are you scared?
Not really.
Okay, because you seem kind of scared by my voice.
It was just a shock because it just happened all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You're like all of a sudden talking like these.
Yeah, okay. So, make sure you follow us on social media.
On Facebook?
On Facebook. And check us out at cohenpark.com. We got links to everything there.
Yep.
Give us a 5-star review on the Apple.
On the Apple.
Yep. Just open up your fridge, pull out an apple, and write 5-star review.
Or carve out 5 stars with a knife.
Yeah, if you want to. Yep. Get a nice little, cookie cutter and make some apple cookies that look like stars. And then send me 5 of them. I don't know if how's it works.
I don't think that's how it works.
No, it's not? Okay. So yeah, anyways, really give us a 5-star review on, Apple. It helps. It really does help to get our show noticed so more people can listen.
The higher our ratings go up, the more it shows up on random people's,
and if you do review us, I'm going to randomly pick one of the reviews to get a free t-shirt.
Ooh.
So somebody review us so I can pick somebody randomly.
Right.
Because right now, there's no reviews
of
this show.
That sucks.
So that's as we record right now. So by the time this airs, it might be. But
by the time this airs, we might be even bigger than Mark Maron. Not really, but no.
Or Joe Rogan.
I don't think so. I don't think that's not going to happen. Not anytime soon.
Or Ben Shapiro.
Yes, we'll beat Ben Shapiro.
He's got good ratings, sadly.
We'll beat him. I don't care.
Okay.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
I know I can make it through. Okay, anyways, that's enough for us. It's been an hour.
Yeah.
We'll catch you on the flip side, folks.
Bye. Oh.
Bye-bye? Maybe? Bye? Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to All Too Real 2 podcast, a Cullen Park production. Produced and edited by Michael E. Cullen II. Music by Matthew Hawes. Subscribe and share the show. Visit us at cullenpark.com.